belong, but you're the one to speak. You came around, took everything from me, made me a slave when I used to be free. Now what's left of me is all history. But I don't belong here. Oh, is that right? What's going on here? Yeah, yeah. Some ain't right, no. And you took everything that I own, and now I'm a slave in my own home.
Holding on by threads, I don't know how much longer I can go. I've been locked up by myself at night recording all these flows. Have my friends already married, I ain't got that much to show. For all my seeds that I done planted, waiting for that mud to grow. Never been that tight to let someone's opinion tell me no. You can keep your standards, I do not respect your status quo. I done came too far to let my music fit into your mold. If you scared of light diffusing, tell me how you bout to blow. Yeah, I don't really wanna talk about it, please leave me alone, yeah. I just want a real thing. Why is it so hard for me to feel things? I just want a real thing. Why is it so hard for me to feel things? Yeah. There's a fine line between all this pride. I'm trying to keep in line when I decide that it's my time. So I keep in mind my purpose is to find why we fight and how to define it. I'm hesitant to go some places I've been before, cause deep down I just know that I can't feel no love no more. I can feel it in my soul that my heart is just hardening, and no one would ever know. My perspective is darkening. No. Isolation mixed with self-deprecation is giving bees above a cost to give me standing ovations. I made this my occupation, but at what cost to my head? I've got numb from the pain, I'd rather feel it instead. I'm saying
I just still stand up and say hallelujah all day. This for the saints in the east, because they can retreat when they're being persecuted by these Satanist priests. But instead it's this faith that they preach. And this for the martyrs, thousands of Christians are slaughtered because they committed the Father. They share the fate of Stephen for what they believe in, but these saints never quit, they go harder. This for the missionaries because it is scary. Some are beaten, some shot and they killed. They know they could end up buried in the cemetery, but they give all they got in the field. And this for the past, the book is the last. The shepherd the flock as they live for the master, live for the masters. They're not chasing rewards in this life, they know where to command. Here to command. Here to whoa. I couldn't believe my eyes on the screen. I see ISIS put 21 guys on their knees, and these Christians were beheaded right on the beach. And as the blood colored the tide in the sea, I broke down and started to cry because
you complain. So you see the miracle and praise his name instead of taking his grace in vain. It isn't complicated. We all evaded the God that made us and traded in his truth for a lie. Worshiping what God created more than God, who was glorified, corroborated our death. Our lives are an abomination to be crushed. We're dirty enough to be eternally cursed and turned into dust. And if he did it, he would be perfectly just to murder me, but he decided to show mercy to us.
God in his perfection wrote the doctrine of election, cause he's sovereign, there's no question. And they got some people stressing, but no option but election can account for our protection, godly direction, nor perfected bodily resurrection. Yo, don't let the thinking of modern men fool ya. God does what he wants, that's what it means to be sovereign ruler. It's deep and not complicated. With complete confidence, I'll state it, peep it. It's how God has always operated. He's the greatest fam, his amazing plan made his hand, saved the man Abraham from a pagan land. Who can argue with the people that God chooses? Israel and not Egypt, Peter and not Judas. Humanly speaking, it should have been Saul and not David. The inheritance should have been Esau's and not Jacob. The truth, it speaks rightly so you can see rightly. A huge mighty God who chooses the least likely. Still some contest it as a phony doctrine, but if we're really dead in sin, predestination is the only option. With reservations, they fume inside. This hesitation because it's devastating to human pride.
You know, my heart was broke when I heard about the 21 Coptic Christians, while at the same time I was encouraged. I pray we can learn from our persecuted brothers and sisters across the globe. Lord, give us courage.
Can't you see the persecution that's been happening around us?
Jesus told us that it would happen, don't be surprised, huh?